think how ironic that Whoopi Goldberg and Joy Behar and the rest of the ladies on The View spend their time calling Republicans the conspiracy theorists. But they have been wrong about everything they have said over the last couple of years.
This could be the most jaw-dropping daytime TV scandal to date. The View isn't just in trouble. It's sinking fast, and there may be no way to bail them out. The cause? One woman, Karoline Leavitt. She's young, sharp, fearless, and an unapologetically conservative force to be reckoned with. Karoline has just turned The View's latest smear campaign into a mind-blowing $800 million legal headache. And now, the show's biggest stars, Whoopi Goldberg, Joy Behar, and Sunny Hostin, are reportedly in full panic mode, scrambling behind the scenes, hoping to make this disaster disappear. Can you even imagine? The same women who've made careers out of attacking their political rivals.
I'm stating facts that your colleagues have stated in the past.
Okay,
now,
I'm sorry, guys. We're going to come back out to the panel. Karoline, thank you very much for your time. That was so good.
These women are completely out of touch with reality, and you're right, ABC should...
Are now the ones begging for mercy. Make no mistake, this lawsuit isn't just a minor hiccup. It's the kind of financial catastrophe that could obliterate the show for good. We're talking about a legal showdown, so colossal that The View's biggest stars could end up facing a personal financial wreck if things don't swing in their favor. And now rumors are flying that they're practically begging Karoline behind closed doors to ease up before it's too late. But something tells me she's not about to make it easy on them. So, what exactly did The View say that ignited this legal firestorm? What was Karoline's mic-drop response that left their legal team scrambling to put out the flames? Trust me, it was savage, and it sent shockwaves across the entire network. And then, of course, there's the $800 million question. Is ABC actually thinking about pulling the plug on The View before it gets even worse?
While we will expose the fake news when they are fake, we will hold them accountable for their lies and smears of President Trump. I can also assure the American people that they are going to be hearing directly from the leader of the free world. And the press likes to hear that too. That's something that has not happened over the past 4 years.
Could we be watching the final act of one of the most controversial talk shows in TV history? Some insiders are whispering that ABC execs are fed up with the endless scandals and legal chaos piling up. If this lawsuit goes any further south, they might just cut their losses and pull the plug for good. Once again, The View set its sights on Karoline Leavitt. And let's be real, they didn't hold back. They did what they do best: mocking, belittling, and hurling reckless accusations. They went straight for the jugular. But this time, they might have gone too far. The fallout from this one was downright nuclear. It all kicked off with Joy Behar, who, without missing a beat, smugly brushed aside Karoline's success as nothing more than a favor from Trump. According to Joy, Karoline wasn't talented, wasn't hardworking, and definitely didn't earn her place. No, she only got ahead because Trump thinks she's a 10. Excuse me, what? Are we seriously reducing an accomplished woman's entire career to her looks now? This is the same show that constantly bangs the drum for female empowerment. And yet, here they are suggesting that a young woman's success is all about whether or not a man finds her attractive. The hypocrisy is off the charts. But Joy wasn't done stirring the pot, and she wasn't alone. Whoopi Goldberg didn't waste a second jumping in, doubling down on the insult. But instead of just attacking Karoline's achievements, she went even further. claiming
they likened President Trump to Hitler. They have mocked him. They have shamed him. They have lied about him consistently on their show. And it was a joy to watch them on November the 6th when they realized that tens of millions of Americans do not listen to the lies that they have spewed. These women are completely out of touch with reality. And you're right, ABC should wake up. They just paid $15 million to President Trump's future library. That's a great thing for the American people.
that without wokeness, Karoline wouldn't even have a job. Are you kidding me? So now we're saying ambition, intelligence, and hard work mean nothing? That anyone who doesn't play by their rules doesn't deserve success? The irony here is almost unbearable. A show that loves to preach about breaking barriers is now playing the role of gatekeeper when it comes to success, based purely on politics. According to Sunny, Karoline's success wasn't earned, wasn't deserved. It was just privilege. Yep, you heard that right. In her eyes, if a conservative woman climbs the ladder, it's not because she busted her ass, not because she fought tooth and nail in an industry built to shut out anyone who doesn't toe the liberal line. No, according to The View, Karoline's success was just handed to her on a silver platter. Oh boy, you could practically feel the outrage boiling over in real time. And let's just say the backlash hit hard and fast. Fans didn't hesitate for a second to call out The View for their blatant, unapologetic hypocrisy. Because let's be real, how many times has this show preached about supporting and uplifting women? How many times have they championed smashing the patriarchy, breaking glass ceilings, and celebrating female success? And yet, the second a woman steps up who isn't part of their ideological bubble, suddenly all that talk goes out the window. One viral comment nailed it perfectly. The View says it supports women, unless they're conservative. Then it's open season. And just when you thought it couldn't get any crazier, Karoline hit back in a way no one saw coming. Instead of brushing it off or going on a PR tour playing the victim, Karoline came out swinging. She didn't just clap back. She lawyered up. She went straight for the jugular, hitting them where it...
You know, listen. If you don't have anything to say, you blab. You just go on and 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 on. And on and on and on and on.
Hurts the most, right in their wallet. And The View? They were not ready for what happened next. Instead of getting dragged into a petty social media brawl, Karoline Leavitt went straight for the throat. No Twitter rants, no back-and-forth jabs. She took real action. The kind that sends shockwaves through an entire industry. She didn't just call them out. She slapped The View with a massive $800 million lawsuit that has everyone in full-blown panic mode. And this isn't just any lawsuit. Oh no, this is a declaration of war. Karoline's legal team is coming for The View with defamation, slander, and malicious attacks aimed at destroying her career, reputation, and future. She's not asking for a simple apology or a quick payout. She's out for justice, and she's taking the fight all the way. Trust me, The View was not prepared for this kind of heat. Reports are pouring in that The View's legal team is in full-blown chaos. And for good reason. This isn't just about Karoline Leavitt anymore. This lawsuit is pulling back the curtain on the entire mainstream media machine. Karoline's legal filing doesn't just accuse The View of smearing her. She's exposing a long-standing pattern of the show attacking, silencing, and outright destroying conservative voices. She's bringing years of receipts into the light. And, trust me, it's not pretty. And here's the part that should have them sweating bullets. This could be the case that finally takes them down for good. But it's not just The View that's in a frenzy. ABC is absolutely livid. Sources within the network are reporting full-blown panic from executives who never saw this coming. The last thing they wanted was a legal scandal this huge, especially one that could send advertisers running for the hills. Corporate sponsors are already raising alarms, questioning whether they really want their brands associated with a show that could end up owing nearly $1 billion in damages. The network is scrambling to contain the fallout, doing everything they can to stop advertisers from pulling out. But at this point, it might already be too late. And now, here's where it gets really embarrassing. Behind closed doors, the same loudmouthed hosts who publicly mocked Karoline are now practically begging her to settle the case quietly. Yeah, you heard that right. Joy Behar, the same woman who laughed at Karoline's success on national TV, is now desperately trying to save herself. Suddenly, she's not so confident anymore. And Whoopi Goldberg? She's feeling the heat, too. Sources say she's even reached out through mutual contacts, hoping to set up a private sit-down to clear the air. Clear the air after months of mocking, dismissing, and tearing Karoline apart. Now she wants to talk? You would think ABC, having just paid $15 million for a defamation lawsuit, would think twice before engaging in conspiracy theories about assassination attempts. But I guess that's too much to ask from The View. I mean, I've got to ask you, because they said it. Are you aware of any plots from Elon Musk to push President Trump down the stairs? Absolutely not, Karoline responded. Let me be unequivocally clear about that. The View has always been a lightning rod for controversy, but this lawsuit, it might be too big to bounce back from. Let's be real. The View has been skating on thin ice for years. Between Whoopi Goldberg's past suspensions, Joy Behar's constant drama, and the show's credibility taking a nosedive, ABC has been seriously questioning whether it's even worth keeping on air. Ratings are tanking. Viewers are tired of the same old outrage, and the only thing still keeping The View afloat is the ad revenue it brings in. But if advertisers start bailing, ABC won't hesitate to pull the plug. And this might just be the final nail in the coffin. Because, let's face it, if The View's own hosts are now begging behind the scenes for the lawsuit to go away, that tells you everything you need to know. They know they messed up. They know they're in deep trouble. And for the first time in a long time, they can't control the narrative. The way things are shaping up, The View might not survive this one. The show's in shambles, the network's in chaos.
Hope that the media will focus on the issues that matter to the American people, the issues that led them to vote in a resounding way for President Trump on November the 5th. That's what President Trump is focused on more so than ever. We have an array of executive action that will be rolled out on day one to change the lives of the American people immediately.
And Karoline Leavitt, she's coming out on top. What started as just another smear campaign by The View has now spiraled into a full-blown disaster that could bring the entire show to its knees. Their legal team is in full panic mode, scrambling to contain the damage and desperately searching for a way to make this lawsuit disappear before it completely destroys their credibility and their wallets. ABC executives are racing to stop the fallout, hoping to keep advertisers from bailing. But let's face it, it might already be too late. Major sponsors are watching closely, some already weighing the option of pulling their ads. Because, let's be real, no brand wants to be tied to a show that could be facing a $1 billion loss in court. The same hosts who were quick to mock Karoline on live TV are now quietly begging behind the scenes, hoping for a private settlement to make all of this disappear. But Karoline? She's not playing their game. She's not backing down. She's not letting them walk away unscathed. For the first time ever, The View is facing real consequences, and their worst nightmare is playing out right in front of them. And this isn't just about one lawsuit. It's about holding the media accountable for years of reckless attacks, slander, and one-sided narratives. It's about exposing how mainstream platforms have destroyed reputations with zero consequences, how they've been free to smear, mislead, and silence voices they don't agree with, all while hiding behind their massive corporate safety net. But now that net is unraveling, and Karoline is making sure they finally pay the price for it.